Now, for an expert's take on the superpower summit in Helsinki between Presidents Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin, I'm very happy to say I'm joined live on Skype by Elena Sokova, who is Deputy Director at the James Martin Center for Nonproliferation Studies in California. So before we get on to the summit, there were calls from senior Democrats that President Trump call off this meeting. As we know, he didn't heed those calls, but they said that's because of this issue that emerged over the past few days to do with the Mueller indictments that came down last Friday against these Russian military intel officers said to have seriously meddled in the 2016 election. They said he should have cancelled it because of that. Where do you stand on this issue? Was President Trump right to take this summit with President Putin at this time?
Well, the indictment obviously had a big impact on the summit and how it is perceived. It probably wasn't the best timing to anticipate some positive outcome of the meeting. On the one hand, on the other hand, we do know that the summit was planned much in advance. And frankly, there was a great need to have a dialogue and conversation started between the two countries. The problems in bilateral relationship and overall Russia-West relationship has been mounting and escalating. So the start of the dialogue was very much needed.
Well, it's like President Trump said during the press conference, these are the two countries with the most nuclear weapons in the entire world, and they're pretty much pointing at each other. Now, we know that the relationship between the US and Russia is extremely challenging and a very complex one, but President Putin said the Cold War is a thing of the past during that press conference. When we see the serious issues related to Syria, Ukraine, NATO's expansion to the east and arms control, do you agree with Putin's assessment that things really aren't that bad?
Well, the Cold War is indeed over because it ended with the end of the fall of the Berlin Wall and the Soviet Union dissolution. But the US-Russian relationship has been escalating and going from bad to worse to even lower for the past 5-6 years, particularly after the 2014. Nevertheless, I think that, and some people actually call the current state of relationship between the US and Russia as a Cold War II. But as I mentioned, it is important to have a dialogue and have conversation, at least trying to keep the confrontation from escalating further. Even during the Cold War years, when the US and the Soviet Union were two adversaries with different ideologies and everything else, the two countries managed to maintain some meaningful dialogue and actually cooperate in certain areas, particularly areas as nuclear non-proliferation and arms control issues.
Yes, so while we're on arms control issues, that's your specialization. So when it comes to the arms control deal, the new Strategic Arms Reduction Treaty, or New START, that's going to expire in about 3 years in 2021. Hearing what Trump and Putin had to say, do you think the two sides are any closer to moving forward on that issue?
These issues are important and they should be on the agenda, both the extension of the New START treaty, sorting out the mutual accusations about the INF, Intermediate Nuclear Forces Treaty, and some others. However, I don't expect that some of the progress on these issues will be achieved soon or in the near future. If you look at the assessment of the meeting, there hasn't been much in terms of the agreement, what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. Basically, the result is we'll keep the communication going. We see where we can find some common issues that we can discuss, or where we can address probably some of the controversial issues the most.
Well, like you say, communication is better than confrontation.
Yeah.
I think everyone agrees on that. Now, the US says that Russia is just not reliable when it comes to reducing the number of nuclear warheads. Moscow, on the other hand, has really serious concerns that NATO is expanding further and further east towards its territory. How do you think it's possible for the two sides to find some common ground when it comes to these stark differences?
Well, in the U.S.-Soviet relationship and Russia, we went through many very serious conflicts and tiring times. If you look at the Cuban Missile crisis, nevertheless, I would say that if there is an effort made, we can always reconcile and find them. It is always better to have the discussion going. There are, under the already existing treaties, ways to address differences. There are commissions. The problem is that we had in the U.S.-Russian relationship for quite some time now is that we had many of these institutions dismantled, and we didn't use them to address differences. I don't expect the results to be achieved soon, but there still should be made an effort to at least keep what is working, like the New START treaty. Both sides agree that it's working and it's doing well, but still trying to solve some of the other outstanding issues. And what is even more important, to address other issues, nuclear non-proliferation, terrorism issues, including issues related to how to move forward with the denuclearization of North Korea and establishing lasting peace on the Korean Peninsula.
Yeah, and before we let you go, I'd like to touch upon North Korea because we just had a report about what the two leaders said during the press conference. Now, Trump said he was confident the two sides will be able to work together to end Pyongyang's nuclear threat. Now, despite being a key player in the region, it's a member of the long-stalled six-party talks, there is a degree of confusion about just exactly where Putin stands on the matter. Can you elaborate on how the Russian leader sees the situation, especially this move by South Korea and the United States to try and find a diplomatic solution?
Well, to start, Russia and its leadership, including Mr. Putin, have always been supportive of the diplomacy and dialogue in solving most confrontational issues, including the North Korean issue. Russia has been opposing the nuclear weapons program developments in North Korea, and actually Putin and the Russian expert community really welcomed the beginning of the dialogue. They welcomed both the efforts by President Moon of South Korea and then of President Trump, trying to put parties at the table and solve these issues. It's obviously far from being solved at this point, but at least the opportunity to have some prospects of solving these issues have been really welcomed by Russia. And Russia looks forward not only from a standpoint of solving this proliferation conundrum, but also having it close to its border. It makes it even more concerned about these issues. But Russia is also expecting some really good economic benefits from the solution and being able to have a good trade and a relationship with both North and South Korea.
Well, yeah, certainly it doesn't look like Putin's attempting to stand in the way of progress to find a peaceful solution to this great problem, and any extra trade benefits is a bonus. Elena Sokova from the James Martin Center for Nonproliferation Studies, we truly appreciate your insights this morning. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.